to meet you.
Well, thank you for sitting down with me.
Okay.
You're saying that your son was also, he's also out here?
Yes, he is. Being severely abused. He was struck with a machete yesterday
Where?
on his left foot and by the train station. They struck him. An unprovoked attack.
They just went up to him and attacked him?
Like how they broke his jaw a month and a half ago. Yeah, he needed surgery on both sides
Why is he running into those issues?
because he's homeless, like I am, and he's suffering from he's suffering from addiction also. And I think that's a soul tie that keeps him around in that environment. But I've been trying to speak to him and let him know to please remove himself from there where he could be safe. And yesterday he was attacked again. They sliced open the top part of his foot.
Where's he at now?
He's being transferred over here to Jackson Behavioral because he's feeling suicidal. They keep brutalizing him. They keep abusing him. I've witnessed myself when I've been around there to see him and plead for him to leave. They will come with sticks and hit him across the head. They will slap him so hard in front of everybody. And the police will not help. They won't help. Just in there. When they took him after the slash in the foot, they won't remove these predators out of me and his life. They just won't.
Why do you think that is?
Because we're talented.
I'm sorry?
Because me and him are talented. And they feel less. And some of the community feel less around us. Because there's no other reason why. He and I are not moles. We're not predators. We're not doing anything wrong out here. I think it's because they feel less. It's us.
How did you and your son end up in this situation?
I was working. I had my apartment. I had my car. They will break into my apartment at night, beat me and my son up, rape me with police uniform on, and things like that. They just broke his spirit. They broke mine. I was hanged at work by people who act just like the Klan. They even wear the Klan wardrobe. I was hanged at work, gang raped at work. I ended up leaving my job, and I lost the car, and I lost my apartment. I didn't lose the car. They stole my car from in front of my house to break me down. And I ended up in this situation. And I kept pleading for help. I kept going to Miami-Dade police pleading for help. I'm being abused at work. Y'all right around the corner, like from here to over there, Jackson. Y'all right there. Y'all right there. Please, I need your help. No one helps. Absolutely no one helps. I've gone to every type of authority, Miami Garden, even up to the executive office of the president. All they do is give me numbers or direct me, transfer me to Secret Service, or give me the number Department of Justice. But other than that, no one helps. I emailed the Attorney General. I emailed everyone. I went to the King building. I went to the Marshall's building. I went everywhere looking for help. Me and my son are being human trafficked. No one helps. No one.
Seems like a lot that you've been going through with you and your son. How long has this been going on for?
Basically his whole entire life. I have been human trafficked since I was a little girl. People used to break in my house because I know how to sing and dance from a very young age. So that, but I believe, enticed the predators, and they used to break into my house, my mom's house, and sexually exploit me from a little girl, sell me to people to go in there and rape. I was a great cheerleader. I could do gymnastics. I could do ballet from a really young age. And that just entice predators. You don't really hear about child stars here in Miami. And now I see why. I was in chorus, I was in dancing. I overly excelled because that's my passion. No, I get raped. Raped and raped and raped. I have been getting sexually assaulted since I was 3 years old that I can remember. God knows even before. 3 years old.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
And it still don't end. And I'm 45.
But what would you tell anybody who has a kid that wants to put him in ballet or acting or
Oh my
dancing?
gosh. What I would tell them, please don't live here in Miami. You know, if they can relocate, please do it. And be supportive and just do not, you know, live here in South Florida.
So since you were 3 years old, you saying that you've been enduring this your entire life. I'm sure that's broken you down. It has to break.
It breaks my heart, but it don't break my spirit because I have very high self-esteem. I am very confident. I speak life into myself. I say affirmations of myself that I believe are true. I know I'm amazing. I know I'm great at what I do. You understand? So that's the way I cope.
How are you coping with all this now, and your life, how it panned out? You said you went through a lot of things. What led you to then in October ending up in this situation?
The gang stalking, the predatory behavior towards me, unattended by authority, brought this to me. I was hanged at my job.
What was that? What do you mean by that?
By a rope in my neck.
How did that happen?
One thing or another, I knew I was not paying attention. I had a rope put over my neck, and they pulled it and it hanged me. Thank God I survived. And then afterwards, I was gang raped. The same day, I pled Miami Lakes Police for help. They wouldn't help. And then I quit. Then when I quit, they stole my car from the inside of the driveway of my house. And from there just went downhill.
That's a serious thing. You're saying you got hanged at work and then you got sexually assaulted at work. That's not a little thing to just toss to the side. So what would they tell you when you would come to them and say, hey, this happened to me?
They're gonna look into it.
And they never did.
I used to call and ask for detectives. Who's the detective assigned to this? No one will ever tell me. Like rapes, gang stalking, predatory behavior. It's just like the norm here.
So they wouldn't do anything. You would come at them with these, with what happened to you, and they wouldn't. They would say, "We'll look into it." They not.
And
they wouldn't look into it.
Sometimes they will witness it, but then they go break you. When I go to the police department, they'll follow me there and walk in the police department while I'm in the little window talking to Officer Acevedo in Miami Gardens. They'll go in there and re-rape in front of the people's face in their establishment. I notified Ben Crump. Ben Crump told me, reach out to your local authorities. I told him I did. You know, unless that's a strategic move to see what they're going to do to see how he could fight. You understand? Like, the level of disrespect these sexual predator, entitled, enabled sexual predators have is unimaginable. It's unimaginable. I could go on and on and on and on and on. When I called the executive office of the president, I was held at gunpoint inside my house. At gunpoint and re-sexually assaulted. Thank God they didn't hang up the phone on me. Thank God. They heard the screaming, the pounding, me falling on the ground, everything. They just break into people's house and do whatever they want to do. It's never ending. It's never ending. That abuse, that cruelty, that oppression is never ending. They used to manipulate my teachers not to give me a good grade when I was in school. I was a straight A student. not to give me a good grade.
Who would?
The sexual predators. They would go to my classroom and sexually assault me in elementary school, sexually assault me in high school, sexually assault me in the auditorium at Alapata Middle School. That's how bad this is. That's how enabled this is. Then they manipulate the teachers not to give me good grade when I made straight A's. So the ones they grade, I'm getting a C and a D. But the ones the computer grades at the end of the year test, I'm getting A's and B's. How is that even possible? Right?
Now, I guess my question is, how does somebody have that much influence?
This is something that's been going on in Miami forever. This is a problem that is internal in Miami forever. You know, internal. This is something that has been aided and abetted and enabled in Miami since before I was born. Since my family came from Cuba in the late 60s, and my family Dominican Republic in the early 70s. You know, this is something that goes on here, and I'm tired of it, and I'm sick of it.
What was your experience like in the shelters?
Horrible. I stay to myself. I do what I'm supposed to do. I comply with the rules. But those predators, those enabled predators, don't leave me alone. They steal my things. They break my underwear. They break my bra. They go to the extent of licking my panty liners when I'm on my lady days. When I'm in my time of the month, they lick my panty liners. When I remove a tampon on my lady days, they lick it. They take my bowels out the toilet and eat it.
Can you tell me what you would change about the shelter system?
First and foremost, clean house. Clean house. From the people who run the shelters way up there to the residents. If they've been there 2-3 years and they're not doing anything, they don't need to be there. If the supervisors and the staff is influencing, because Trina, if they don't go, they get thrown out to her fake operations, right? If they are influencing, if they are aiding, if they are enabling all this predatory abuse, they need to go. The first thing to do is clean house. And I believe that's the best strategic move to do, and bringing people with self-respect, people who respect others, people who are kind, who are not oppressive, who don't hurt children, who don't rape children, because they'll rape them right there outside in front of everybody. You know where Chapman is? On North Miami Ave and 15th Street? Well, there's a smoke shop right in front of the school board Metro Mover station. Mm-hmm. That boy and them people there, they say it all to people. Go in there and ask questions. They rape right there. People, the staff, the kids from Chapman, right in the sidewalk in front of everybody and anybody, even in front of police. That's how deep that situation is.
Such a shame.
Yeah.
Such a shame that you put people in positions of, because the staff members there, they're in positions of power.
Yeah.
And they put them there and they don't care. At least from all the stories that I hear, they don't care. They lump everybody together. They turn a blind eye to whatever's going on.
They don't care.
From what I'm gathering from your story, sexual assault, they turn a blind eye.
Oh, and if you tell them that, if a person mentions to them that they've been sexually assaulted, they call the mobile response team, right? Then they re-victimize you, re-sexually assault you in front of the mobile response team.
And nobody does anything.
Nobody does anything.
What a shame.
It's a joke. It's a mockery. It is a mockery. Mm-hmm. It's a mockery.
How are you so strong?
Because I say, God gave me my mind. That's a beautiful tool He gave me, and I'm not gonna let a sexual predator take that away from me. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not gonna let a predator win over my mind. They may take my earthly possessions, but my mind, my spirit, my soul, my confidence, my self-esteem, my work ethics, they ain't taking that, because that's a gift from God.
That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I hope you always keep that, because obviously that's what's keeping you going. I don't think a lot of people would survive in the environment that you've been living in for so long.
Yeah.
It's you're a lot stronger than a lot of people that I know.
Yeah. And I'm proud of myself for that.
You should be.
I sure am.
Thank you so much for sitting down with me. I appreciate it so much.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. It's an honor.